We were changing position when we were spotted by an enemy drone. They started shelling us. We gave emergency medical care to the wounded. I was evacuating one of my brothers in arms, and a shell hit me.
Victor is a member of the Ukrainian Special Forces. He was injured on a reconnaissance mission that went wrong.
9 men were wounded. 2 died, and 5 got serious concussions. I can't say I was traumatized from my experience. My mind and soul are unscathed. It's just that I feel useless.
A vast majority of this hospital's patients are fighters like Victor who were wounded on the front line. Set in a wood, it specialises in physiotherapy and psychiatry. Patients arrive stabilized and usually spend 3 weeks here. The structure used to focus on reinserting veterans into society. With war, things have changed.
Our main objective is to help them recover from injuries and traumatizing events and to bring as many soldiers back to active duty as possible. We must restore their strength, motivation and inner resources to make them combat ready again. That's our top priority.
Alexander took part in a fierce tank and infantry battle right at the beginning of the war close to Donetsk. Struck by a shell, he suffered a concussion and damage to his leg. For now, returning to the front line is only a distant prospect.
Right after the blast, I was in a very bad shape. I suffered from stuttering, but I'm recovering now. At night, my sleep is disturbed. I wake up a few times because I can't breathe. I suffer from nightmares, like aviation flyovers. Physically, I believe I can recover, but psychologically, I'm not sure.
Relaxation and acupuncture are used to treat post-traumatic stress disorder. The treatment is tailored to suit the specific needs of shell-shocked fighters.
We mainly treat concussion cases. That's logical, because we are dealing with an artillery war. We call these injuries invisible wounds of war. Secondly, taking part in military action is not normal for the human psyche. Generally, soldiers who return from the front line start perceiving everything as black or white. It's common in traumatized soldiers. There is no more nuance for them in the world.
Civilian volunteers who go to their front lines unprepared are even more prone to severe psychological trauma.
This man was dead.
He died.
Yeah.
Oleksi was 36 when he joined the territorial defense at the beginning of the conflict. His treatment includes transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS.
Please, relax. We use TMS to deal with anxiety, depression, and stuttering.
I had never served in the army before. I was prepared physically. I was following self-defense and martial arts classes. I also practiced with paintball and strikeball.
Paintball.
These tactical skills were rapidly detected, and Oleksi found himself on the front line under military command.
When there's a storm, water just keeps on raining down. It was the same there with rockets and missiles. It was kind of funny. My task was to evacuate some people and take others in, and I did it. I accomplished 100% of the mission. Later, I discovered a psychological bomb in my head and decided to stop and have a rest. I'm happy to be fully functional, undamaged, healthy. Thank God I can talk, eat, hear, breathe. It's a gift to have come back alive, and I have an opportunity to live, to love, to have a career. Why can't I use this chance to move on?
On the 1st of June, at a time of intense fighting, Volodymyr Zelensky declared that 500 Ukrainian soldiers were wounded every day. Their scars will mark Ukraine for decades.